8:15 on your Thursday. Welcome back. The next few days are expected to bring dangerous heat to the Houston area. That can become a health risk, especially if you're spending a lot of time outside, and a lot of people are spending a lot of time outside. Joining us to talk about this and ways to stay safe, we've got Dr. Hilary Fairbrother from UTHealth Houston. Thank you for coming in. We learned that you work for the emergency department there. So what are some of the most common heat-related emergencies that you see?
I would say the most common heat-related emergency that we see is just that the body temperature gets too high. And because of that, we can see anything from brain damage to kidney damage to muscle damage.
Whoa, oh my gosh, okay. And is there a theme or a thread of how it can get so serious, and if it's only a certain group or it's across many groups?
I would say, heat-related illness can affect anyone. There are certainly populations that are more at risk. So little babies or elderly people, people taking certain medications like diuretics, like an anti-high blood pressure medicine.
Okay.
Some people are more at risk, but really everybody is at risk, especially when the heat index is high.
So certain groups of people may be more at risk if you're taking a medication or if you're really young or a lot older. But what about for most of us? What are a couple things that maybe we forget to do in this kind of heat that we need to do?
I think the most important thing that we forget to do that really helps prevent heat-related illness is hydrate before you ever leave your house. So a lot of times we all try to hydrate when we're out, and we try to drink water once we feel hot or sweaty. And really what you want to do is before you ever leave home, before you leave the air conditioning, drink a good amount of water so that you start your heat experience very well hydrated. And
big difference in this kind of heat in whether you're drinking a bunch of water or Gatorade or something with electrolytes, or is there a big recommendation there?
Most of our electrolyte drinks mostly have sugar. They really don't have enough electrolytes to be a great hydration experience. So we do recommend that people drink water, unless you're doing an endurance activity like a very long bike ride and a very long sporting event, in which case then you do need an electrolyte solution that has enough salt in it. But most of our drinks do not have enough salt in it, and because of that, you're better off just drinking some water.
Great reminder. Okay, let's say we're out, we got excited, we forgot to do the hydration before thing. We start to wonder if there's something wrong. What are some of the symptoms of heat stroke or heat exhaustion?
So they start very insidiously, very slowly. People start to feel nauseous, dizzy, weak. They might have a headache. They might have that general feeling that, they are not okay. Something is wrong. They don't feel well. They might look very, very flushed. And actually you might see somebody stop sweating. And when someone is very flushed or they stop sweating, those are signs that you're really getting into heat exhaustion and heat stroke. And so when we start seeing somebody who's maybe confused, who is not acting well, somebody who passes out, somebody who even has a seizure or is unconscious, that is the time to call 911. Those are signs of heat stroke, and that can be very, very serious. And
we've already seen some of that even down at our fan festival, and even when the temperature was 10 degrees cooler. So we're going to be looking out for that kind of thing. As we wrap up, I'm hearing, and you'll correct me if I've misunderstood some of this, that if you're in a certain group, very young, very old, or if you have a certain medication that would be sensitive, please be aware of that. But for the rest of us, please drink before you go out. A great reminder. What else may be a mistake that we make? Outside of that?
Well, so the mistake that people make is they wait to feel ill before they start drinking water. So the best thing is drink before you leave your house. The second best thing is drink water the entire time that you are out in the heat. If you are gradually and continually drinking water during the time that you are at FanFest, during the time that you are at the outside temperature and the heat index is very high, then you have a much higher chance of really just enjoying yourself, enjoying your time outdoors in our hot Houston swampy weather, and a much better time overall, not feeling ill and not suffering heat stroke or exhaustion.
Okay, great reminders, great info. Thank you so much for joining us.